So this has been an interesting start to the year, hasn't it? I was absolutely flying this year. I was doing really well. I was up about 10% on the same period of last year, and I'm thinking 2020 is going to be a good year. And then suddenly that all stops. So yeah, I hope you're well and everything is good in your world. It's important at this time that that message comes across. But, you know, I suddenly find myself with a lot more time on my hand unexpectedly. For best part of 2 decades, I've been furiously working the markets, haven't had much time for anything else. And then suddenly I'm presented with extra time to have. I'm going to do a video on what I'm going to be doing during that particular period. I'll save that for another video, so you can watch that if you're interested in understanding that. But this video is basically to sort of say, you know, I've got 2 decades worth of knowledge up here on a variety of different sports. I've quantified how the market's moved, how they're priced, the way the market works, and also the people within the market, you know, and also the people on the field of play. I've done the psychology of the field of play and of the traders within the market. But also, you know, I've looked at every single aspect is basically what I'm trying to say. No stone has been unturned in my quest to be the best possible trader and better that I could be. So yeah, it's very easy on YouTube to slip into this mode of just trying to produce a popular video, something that gets a lot of views and makes you feel warm and fuzzy about yourself. But ultimately, this channel is about betting and Betfair trading. And there's so much knowledge that I've got locked up in my brain and on spreadsheets and stored on network storage devices that sometimes it requires me to have a little bit of focus to be able to put that content out. I know stuff that interests me, but sometimes I produce a video that I think is absolutely a blockbuster video that contains absolutely quality content, and it gets no views. Well, I say no views, they all get some views, but just not as many as I thought. And sometimes I produce stuff that unexpectedly becomes very popular. So, like I said, it's very easy to slip into the mode of trying to chase that down. But I think what I'd be more interested in doing is hearing from you about the stuff that you're interested in. And like I said, it could be any sport or any aspect of the market, because I've covered most of them over the last 20 years or so. And I think it would be very interesting if you give me an indication as to what you're interested in seeing. So like the video if you want me to do that. The more likes I get, the quicker I'll put it up the list. But also leave a comment below on the sort of stuff that you would be interested in looking at or understanding. Now, like I said, it could be anything. And what you'll hear from me is not a view or an opinion. I'll give you the facts as I see them and how I would approach the market. And therefore, bear that in mind when you put the request in. Don't put in a request that sort of says, oh, what's the best strategy for buh? Or how do I make loads of money very quickly without any effort whatsoever? No. Ask some sensible, deep questions that I have to give you a proper answer to. And I'll endeavour to see what I can do in terms of getting that content out there. We are going to be producing more content. There are some follow-up videos that I need to do. And for example, on the Academy, we're going to be putting some in-play stuff on there, stuff that I can't put on YouTube. But I will announce those as they become aware. So I am going to do the follow-up videos that I have promised, so you don't need to ask for those. Ask for something new, original, a bit different. And also like the video to tell me that you're interested. Leave the comment to tell me what you're interested in. And if you see a comment from somebody that you think, oh, that's a good question, like that as well, because that will allow me to bump up the priorities in terms of what people are really interested in. I can't promise to do all of them, but I will make a note of them and add them to my little to-do list. And then just a question of prioritizing which ones I think can be done and when. Because if you want me to demonstrate something live, there is no sport on at the moment. So we're going to have to be creative in terms of how I do the explanations. But if you've got a question about a particular market, then it's very likely that I will have an answer for you. And I'll give you an honest answer. I'll just tell you what my belief is based upon nearly 2 decades worth of activity within the market. So yeah, a bit more time in my hands, got the opportunity to do a couple of new things. I'm going to be working furious and other stuff. Watch the other video if you're interested in what I'm sort of working on in the background. But more specifically on this video, leave a comment and tell me specifically the sort of stuff that you're interested in seeing, because I'm pretty sure I'll be able to give you an intelligent answer to that question. And I think that will be much more valuable to you during this sort of downtime than just producing a video that gets a few hits. I think it'll be much more interesting for you if you actually learn something during this period rather than just a sort of bog standard YouTube video. So yeah, like this video, leave a comment below and tell me what you want to see.